Good morning, everyone. Strike we're playing some more 7th Saga. This is the Redux ROM hack, which just makes some basic quality of life improvements. We just got done with a bit of a grind, so we'll start with that. I got, I think, 3 levels and a bunch of money, topped off a bunch of our consumable items like potions and harps and yeah, mostly that, and mirrors. That was the big one. And I was planning on buying a weapon for Asuna, but I realized that apparently I had made some incorrect notes. So we will not be doing that. We just get an extra 5,000 gold laying around. In the course of reviewing my notes, which I've been trying to go back over everything, I originally wrote these notes a long time ago, so I've been trying to go back over them, and I realized that I missed one item, which is kind of important, and I'm a little disappointed. It probably would have made a few sections here a little easier. There is an item in the middle of the floor here called a brown coat. And it is one of the only items that's equipable on Lux. So it is basically just doubles our armor rating, our defend rating. Now most of Lux's stats come from, you know, his natural stats, his natural ability. So it's not a huge deal, but it would have probably been nice. The next thing we're gonna do is, I think, go to Belaine. And from here, we're going to head northwest. Now, this is a section that we've kind of already touched on, but hadn't really gone back to yet. We tried to go there from the other direction originally, and we're gonna try, or I'm gonna hope that we have better luck going this way. I just want to get there. The main reason is, while we don't have anything huge, there are several story beats that are at least somewhat important there. And it sounds like if I don't do the stuff in quite the right order, we may not be able to trigger some of the story beat, or some of the story stuff I want to. Dodge the little dots on our radar to avoid enemy encounters. That's the dot we're looking for, I believe. Padal. Nation of Warriors. Awesome. So the reason we're going here is, well, first of all, they have a room. The second piece is, let me double check quick here. Desp should be, yeah, I don't think we need to upgrade her right now. So the other thing is, there is an item shop here that sells an item, one item that we haven't gotten yet. Oh, it's Camril. You don't seem to need any more training. That's fair. Go into enlist, go upstairs. So I'm guessing that means, no. Then please keep out of the training room. This is the commander's office. That's who we want to talk to. This is Commander Prosa. You want my treasure, the Moonrune. If you do something for me, perhaps I'll give it to you. The sorceress Serpent is abducting the children of my hometown Palasu. I wish to go there myself, but I can't leave here. Will you go there and save the children from Serpent? I knew I could count on you. Awesome. So that's the main thing we're doing here, as well as just getting it on the map. And as I had said during the last couple of videos, with the fact that we can fast travel using the Wind Rune, just getting all of these points is still valuable, because it's going to make the next section go a lot faster, so we can just focus on the gameplay. I'm going to top off antidotes quick. And we're gonna buy a bunch of agility bottles. We're gonna sell our coat. Okay, so we're at maxed out agility bottles. We're at 4 protect bottles. Let's top those off while we're here. And let's buy a few M-Waters. And we'll top off with just getting the rest of our money out of our inventory by buying a few rubies. Okay. Next, we are going to actually go to a new cave and do some exploring. We're gonna head to Telane. This is, I believe, the eastmost of all of our locations. And we're going to head further east where there's a cave that connects to the island. We've heard a little bit about this. And I think that circle is it. There we go. Okay, so this passage through the Telane Cave is pretty convoluted. There is a lot of optional content here, but there's a lot of good stuff throughout as well. Let me double check quick. Yes. Okay, these enemies are called platers, and they are probably going to be obnoxious. Because they are not good, or they are not weak to magic. Or not weak to ice magic, I suppose. I suppose we could try just to see how much it does. It's gonna do more than physical attacks for her. Okay, even if they're not weak to it, they're better. It's better than physicals. Okay. And this is a great illustration of why we top off our items, because this area is probably going to be a lot of those encounters. That's obnoxious. I think we just go all out here with 3 enemies. Even just taking 2 of them out like this. Oh, that did not take it out. That's not great. There we go. Dodged, and it used MP Absorb, which is really obnoxious to use against Asuna. So my thought at this point actually, yeah, we're gonna need to heal. I won't go super all out. This dungeon is big enough that I'm gonna be okay taking a couple dips to get through it. It's just a very expensive fight, just purely like literal monetary value of all those items that we're using now to get back on our feet after the fight. I guess let's see if we can get Asuna back up to good health. Not great health. These guys hit pretty hard. That's not good. Okay, okay. I can deal with that. That's not what I was intending to do, but if it happens to hit, I'll be okay with it. We just gotta get lucky and have it keep hitting Lux, and we'll be okay. Nice. Those guys are just good XP and money, but they're good XP and money. Okay, yeah, I don't think we want to venture into an entire another section with how much we're getting trounced right now. So I think we're going to exit Windrune back to Tulane. We're just gonna do a quick heal at the inn. And hopefully we won't have to do this between every 2 treasure chests. I will say we are a bit under-leveled still from the guide that I was looking at. That I've been using to make said notes. It recommended about 4 levels per quote-unquote chapter, and it has this labeled as chapter 6. So it recommends being level 24 at this point, which is, I'm at just got 20. So that's a ways off. And we may need to do that. I'm hoping that in the course of exploring this dungeon, we will get a good idea of where we're at, and we will also just be able to get that XP because there are a bunch of good encounters just to get some XP as we go. That's Blizzard 2, which is terrifying. Okay, so we're going to take this passage down into the basement. And from here, I'm hoping we can just either fully clear or at least get another group of chests. If we can get another half of the chests that I want to get out of this area, that'd be great. There's a lot of stuff. One of the things that I'm kind of trying to keep in mind as we go is we don't need every treasure chest. So I unfortunately, this area in particular does have a lot of king tricks or K tricks, and I do want to get those. As I said, they are good experience and they're good gold. They're even good gold in the form of gemstones, which means that they're not expended if you die, which feels relevant right now. Man, those things are tough. That was a mistake. Slight misclick, not a huge deal, but at this point, if we can avoid getting into, any fights we can avoid getting into are probably good. Let's see, we do want H and I. Don't care about those. Yeah. Okay, that didn't actually do that much. I think that may be a better strategy for the next king trick. Instead of using Blizzard, just have Asuna power Lux up instead. Can't you see I'm just talking to a box? Okay. V-Seed is one of the things that or seeds in general are one of the things we want because those are permanent stat upgrades. I think V is Vitality, so I think we're gonna give that to Suna because she is squishy. So every little bit helps. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go this way next. There's technically another one in the northwestern corner of the basement. I'm gonna hold off on that for the time being and see... Ooh, that's bad. I'm not super worried, but just because, these guys don't hit super hard. Asuna just doesn't have enough MP to really do much. So I'm just gonna have her use runes and have Lux beat them down. I should probably switch her out to her other item here. There's enough fire-wielding enemies here. Feels like it'd be worth it. I don't think I've really explained that yet. So as we go, there are 4 pieces of equipment that we're going to be kind of rotating and keeping in our inventory on Asuna. One of them is a fire cloak, which prevents fire damage. One of them is an ice cloak that prevents ice damage. One of them is the ring, which prevents, I believe it's vacuum? Like the enemy drain effects. Like that. And one of them is... an amulet that prevents stat dropping moves. So as we go, all of them have decent, I'll say, defenses. And make Asuna a lot more resistant to certain status effects, certain elements. So I've kind of made, one of the big things I've made notes of is rotating that equipment so that Asuna has the best protection for whatever boss or common enemies we're fighting. Now, my notes aren't amazing for certain sections of this. Again, I made these notes a long time ago, and they probably made more sense to me at the time. Okay. So I do feel like we're still getting stomped a bit here. We're doing okay, though. We haven't died yet. We've just used a lot of resources. Although, I guess, actually, we made a lot of money, too, so we came out net positive, I would say. Because the only items that are a real problem to refill are magic waters. And I think we used one of those total. But herbs are pretty cheap, comparatively. Yeah. Honestly, with that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and... Let's do one more dip. Let's do one more dip this video. And then next time we'll plan on pushing the rest of the way through. Well, actually, maybe we can finish getting through this time. CD... E... F... Yeah, yeah. We'll actually get through this time. I'm gonna take a different route. We're not gonna go into the basement. And we'll get the rest of the way through. Unless something horrible happens. You know, when I said, unless something horrible happens, that wasn't a challenge. I don't think I stayed at the inn, so I don't want to reset. Oh, wait, I had to have stayed at the inn. That was an accident, but whatever. Quick stock up here. Dip into the House of Healing. Head back to Tulane. Pop off hit points, or magic points, more importantly. And back into the brink. Okay, for real. I mean, and obviously, as with any game that has random, or in this case, semi-random encounters, you are somewhat at the whims of what you end up fighting against. Like, we got a really bad we got some really bad run luck there. Trying to get away from that encounter with the 2 cultists, which is one of the worst encounters we can get. So we're gonna get this treasure, or this set of treasure, and the one right below it, and that'll be all we're getting for now. We can come back later if we need to, or want to. Power up Lux. Got another topaz, which is, I think, what we're gonna get from this treasure chest as well. Hope those guys aren't common in the next area we're heading to. They're obnoxious. We got very lucky there with our dot movement. That's a doable fight. There we go. The worst part is, I don't think there's another town after this section. So, like, we're crossing this bridge. But once we get through, we are just gonna have to... once we get through, we are going from one dungeon to another, I believe. I guess we'll find out soon. those sages are really obnoxious. Okay, so getting through this area should be right here. Like I said, the whole basement that we went through is completely optional. And I think let's go ahead and just finish the overworld, and we'll pick back up next time when we get to the runes. One thing to note, I guess, as we're heading over here is we were told about several things going on over in this island, but we don't see the crystal ball reacting. You know, we were told that this is where the I believe we were told that the dragon in these ruins had the sky rune, and obviously, based on what we're seeing, not true, which is interesting. I actually really like how they do some of the stuff in this section, because it is very, like, you know, we're not just going to each place and getting the rune. It's stuff like, hey, if you want the rune, you have to go save my daughter. If you from Serpent, if you want the rune, you have to, you know, follow it you follow the trail a little bit more, and that's really cool. Went the wrong way. That's terrifying. Okay, that was the instant death effect. So we've got those harps that we bought prevent 5, or will each prevent 1 instant death attack, and that's why we bought them. Okay, and this takes us to the ruins. And this is where we will wrap up for now. So, hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.